My name is Ray, and my partner name is Jay, and we are land investors. In less than 3 years, the land business has changed our lives in ways we can only imagine. We want to show you how to do the same exact thing we did to change our family's future forever, just as you can for yours.
Welcome to Land and Legacy. I am Jay.
I am Ray,
And we are the Acre Boys.
Today we want to talk about a topic that came across us, and that topic is how do we make the land space look cool? So this topic is very interesting to me because when dealing with land, we're selling dirt, right, people? We're selling dirt. That is all that it is dirt. Land is not the most sexy space. So when we came into the business, we said we just want to make this us, right? We want to make this more of what we do on a normal basis. And when you see some of our videos, that's why you see hear some of our music behind it. You hear some hip hop beats behind it, because that's us, right? That's the culture that we are from. Let's talk about some ways that you can personally make land cool. One thing that comes to mind right off the bat is to make land cool. That could be by adding a structure on to that land, right? Structures make land look cool. They make them sexy. We call them shiny. They make them shiny. And one particular thing that I do like a whole lot is this term glamping. I'm not so familiar with the glamping world, but if you Google it up, it's very interesting to watch and some of the things that they're doing in that glamping world.
Yeah, so glamping, to my understanding anyway, glamping is nothing but luxurious camping. So basically, if you look at these structures and different things that they put on the land, what they do is I believe that they rent out spots that you can actually come and have an experience, not in a regular tent, but a tent that something that's more up-to-date and modern and has a lot of amenities inside of that actual place. But that's what I think is glamping. Now, once again, we got to understand when you're dealing with something that looks very, very boring, but we wanted to, portray this to our people because it's a very, very different kind of space. We want to portray it to the people that are listening and see it for what it really is. And that is a money-making instrument and a money-making asset. We have to understand that a lot of the things, even in life, that we consider boring have the most value. A lot of things that are considered boring have the most value. So like my partner said, what we do is we put music behind it just to show the value, because I understand the people who are younger than us, they're not going to see the value of us coming and talking about something that looks really, really boring without something that's relevant to them. So that's the power of having this conversation with y'all and coming into a place where we can make this space look cool, because it's not a lot of us inside of it. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just bringing that kind of energy and that kind of swag to the space, so you can see it coming from a different light. And then once they see people like us that come in and do it, it doesn't look so foreign or far-fetched because they've seen it's been done before. It's just like anything. This is what you call a disruption from something that we're pretty much we're just not accustomed to at all. So that's what we mean by now. It's cool. It's a fancy space now. So, and it takes some time as it comes out. It's like a indoctrination, period. Because I read one time I was looking at a book, and they were talking about how if a product is 100% different than everything else is on the product that's on in the actual marketplace, he said what happens is the people won't touch it at all because it's too different. But you give it to them in increments. Maybe it's 10% different than the thing that they saw before in that other product. And people start to adapt and get used to things that are not so different. That's why we tie it into all the things that are primarily liked by our particular culture. So that's my 2 cents on it.
I think it's a absolutely cool space. Me, myself, personally, I love the space. I love what we do. I love our job. I love looking at land. I love what it stands for. I love what it could be used for. I love the value that it brings to us as a people, brings to the culture. And once we mix the culture with the business, I think that's what's so attractive to the people when they finally run across the Acre Boy page. That's been at least an outpour from what I've been hearing from people that's been coming to the page that, I never knew that it looked like this. I mean, we got ball caps, you see us in ball caps and Nike shirts. And I think even the storyline, two brothers from New York, and we're buying all this land out south and west and all over the country. I think it's a hell of a storyline. I'm excited. I'm really excited for all that we got going on. I'm excited to bring it to the community. Those that's in the land space, you can already testify that this is it's an exciting space. I mean, for those that farm, that's something exciting to watch, to grow crops, to plant something and water it and nurture it and watch it grow to something that's gonna feed your family. To me, I think that's super dope, and I think we have to put emphasis on what dope is to us. Dope doesn't have to always be ignorant stuff, right? Dope doesn't have to always be, bang, bang, shoot 'em up music and drill and trap music and all that. And no offense to none of that stuff. So that's what you do, knock yourself out with all of that stuff. I'm just saying that there are other things that us as a culture that we could be doing that's positive, that's productive, that we can come in and make look sexy and make it look cool and make it have a vibe to it. And that's what the Acre Boys, we think we bring that to the table. We want this space to be looked at as something cool to do, because it is cool. This land goes back since the beginning of time. It was here before us. It's going to be here while we are here. It's going to be here once we're gone. Somebody's going to buy the land. Somebody's going to live on the land. Somebody's going to sell the land. Trees will grow. Cows will be herded and crops will be grown. So I think it's absolutely the coolest space that we can be in, and especially if we can bring some value to ourselves and take care of our families from it. I think that's the coolest thing that we can ever talk about.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, just to add another comment on that, I think it's like, there's anything outside of air and wilderness is all imagination anyway. So, when you're talking about land, when you're talking about water, those are things that, like he was saying, that was here before us. It'll be here a long time after we're gone. Everything else that we're talking about is a world of imagination. This camera, these lights that we're behind, or, doorknobs, everything, that's all imagination. The only thing that are the original assets of the world are land and air creatures. That's it. Those are the originals. Everything else is nothing but people having ideas and creating things into reality based off of imagination. So really, when it comes down to it, when you see something that has been created, let's say like a doorknob, anything else, that you're really only looking at imagination, and it's an actual cop because they first had it here. That's why we're able to see it out here in the physical world.
All right. So let's do the cool thing and invest in some land, people. Come invest in some land with the Acre Boys. We'd love to have you over here on our side. We do have a free Discord channel where we talk about land. The community is growing. I'm happy to see that it's growing really fast too. So join us on that Discord channel. This video, like, subscribe, comment. Stay tuned with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Invest in dirt. It's a clean way to make money.
Yes, sir.
See you.